The world is in trouble. Markets fall. Jobs disappear. People panic. Now here's the strange part. When everything is over, most people are poor, but a few people are much richer. That sounds impossible, almost unfair. Yet it happens every time. The Great Depression, the 2008 crash, the COVID crisis. Different disasters, same ending. The rich walk away with more. Not by luck, not by magic, but by design. So today we ask one simple question. How do crises make the rich richer every single time? And once you understand this, you will never look at a crisis the same way again. Let's start very simple. A crisis is a shock. Something breaks suddenly. Banks fail, businesses close, fear spreads fast. Think of the economy like a big playground. Everyone is running around, playing, trading, working. A crisis is when the lights suddenly turn off. Most people freeze. They don't know where to go. But some people are not scared. Why? Because they already have flashlights. Those flashlights are called assets: cash, stocks, land, businesses. Most people don't have many assets. They survive on income, monthly salary, daily work, weekly payments. When income stops, fear starts. But people who own assets think differently. They don't depend on the next paycheck. They depend on time, and time is powerful. Here is an important rule. Crises don't destroy wealth, they move it. From people who need money now to people who can wait. Waiting is not laziness. Waiting is privilege. When a crisis hits, fear takes over. People sell. They sell stocks to pay rent. They sell land to clear debt. They sell businesses to survive. Prices fall fast. Everything looks cheap. Now stop and think. Cheap things feel bad when you are forced to sell, but cheap things feel amazing when you are ready to buy. Rich people are not rushing to sell. They are waiting to buy. To them, a crisis looks like a giant sale. The same house, the same company, the same stock, half the price. Same crisis, two very different emotions. In good times, cash feels boring. It earns little, it does nothing. But in bad times, cash becomes king. Why? Because cash gives choice. You can wait, you can negotiate, you can buy calmly. People without cash have no choice. They accept bad deals. Rich people make deals. Crises don't reward effort, they reward liquidity. Now let's talk about debt. Most people are afraid of debt, and for them, that fear makes sense. But rich people use debt like a tool. Here's why. During crises, governments panic too. They lower interest rates, they print money, they make borrowing cheap. This is done to save the economy. But who can borrow easily? Not someone with no assets. Banks lend to people who already have money. So rich people borrow cheap money and buy assets that are crashing in price. When the crisis ends, assets recover, prices rise, debt stays cheap. That gap becomes profit. Same debt, opposite result. Now comes the uncomfortable truth. Small businesses fail quietly, big companies don't. When large corporations are in danger, governments step in. Bailouts, stimulus packages, emergency money. The reason is stability. But ask a simple question. Who owns big companies? Shareholders, investors, the wealthy. So when companies are saved, their owners are saved too. Losses are shared with everyone. Profits stay private. This is not illegal, it is policy. During crises, wages fall, jobs disappear, hours shrink. But assets don't panic, they wait. Stocks recover, property rebounds, businesses restart. People who live on wages lose time. People who own assets gain time. And time compounds. This is why inequality explodes after every crisis. Now connect everything. Crises create fear. Fear forces selling. Selling drops prices. Cheap money floods the system. The rich borrow it. They buy discounted assets. Governments protect big players. Markets recover. Assets rise again. And suddenly, the same people who were rich before own even more. Not because they are smarter, not because they worked harder, but because the system protects ownership. Crises don't reset the game, they concentrate it. So what's the real lesson? Crises don't decide winners, the system does. If you rely only on income, crises feel like disasters. If you own assets, crises feel like opportunities. This doesn't mean people are good or bad. It means the rules favor ownership over labor, assets over wages, access over effort. And once you understand this, you stop blaming individuals and start questioning structures. If this video helped you see crises differently, share it. And if you want more simple explanations about money, power, and hidden systems, subscribe, because understanding the rules is the first step to not being crushed by them.